Hi everyone, welcome back to English Lab. I'm Leo, your host. Today we're talking about something really important: mental health. Stress, anxiety, depression, burnout. These are things that many people experience, but we don't always talk about them openly. To talk about this with me today, I have Anastasiia back with us. She's going to share her personal experiences about mental health, how she deals with stress, and what helps her feel better. This is a real conversation about a topic that affects all of us. And if you want to study this episode in more detail, there's a free study guide PDF in the video description. Download it and practice the vocabulary we use. Let's have this important conversation. Are you ready? So, Anastasiia, mental health is something we hear about a lot these days. But I want to ask you personally, have you ever struggled with your mental health?
Yes, I have. I think it's not something I talk about often, but yes, I've had periods where I felt really stressed, really overwhelmed.
When did that start for you?
I think when I was in university, I had a lot of pressure. I was studying hard, I was working part-time, I was trying to have a social life, and it was too much. One day, I just broke down. I was crying, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't focus.
That sounds really difficult.
It was, and the thing is, I didn't know what was happening to me at first. I thought I was weak. I thought something was wrong with me. But then I talked to a friend and she said, that sounds like stress and anxiety.
Had you thought about mental health before that?
Not really. When I was younger, we didn't talk about mental health. It was like a taboo topic. You didn't talk about your feelings. You didn't talk about being sad or stressed. You just dealt with it alone.
But now it's different.
Yes, I think it is. Now people are more open about it. We talk about depression, anxiety, burnout. It's better, I think, because when you know that other people feel the same way, you feel less alone.
What did you do to feel better?
I started with small things. I talked to my friend more. I slept more. I started exercising, and then, after a few months, I felt better.
Did you see a doctor or a therapist?
No, I didn't. I thought about it, but I was, embarrassed. And also, I didn't have money for therapy, so I dealt with it myself.
But you felt better?
Yes, eventually I did. But I wish I had talked to a professional earlier, because now I realize that there's no shame in asking for help. It's actually the smart thing to do.
What do you think causes stress and mental health problems?
Oh, so many things. Work, family, money, relationships. In today's world, everything moves so fast. We have so much information coming at us all the time. We're always connected, always checking our phones.
So, technology again?
Yes, technology is one thing, but also I think modern life is just a lot. We want to do everything, have everything, be everything. And we forget to rest, to slow down, to just be.
How do you manage your stress now?
Well, I try to have a routine. I exercise, I eat healthy food, I sleep enough. And I try to disconnect from technology sometimes. I put my phone away, I don't check emails, I just exist.
Just exist? Haha.
Haha, yes. Just be present. Enjoy a meal, read a book, sit in nature. Simple things, but they help so much.
Do you talk to people about how you feel?
Yes, I do now. I tell my friends when I'm stressed or struggling, and they do the same with me. I think talking about it makes it less scary.
What about people who feel really bad? Like, what if someone is having a crisis?
That's when you need professional help. If you're having thoughts of hurting yourself, or if you're very depressed and you can't function, you need to talk to a doctor or a therapist. There's no shame in that.
Let's pause here for a moment. Anastasiia is talking about something very real: mental health, stress, anxiety, and the importance of getting help when you need it. If you're learning English and this conversation is helpful for you, I want you to know that there's more. There's a free study guide PDF in the video description with vocabulary, phrases, comprehension questions, and writing activities. Download it and practice at your own pace. And if you like these kinds of real, meaningful conversations in English, please subscribe to English Lab. We have new podcasts every week, and each one helps you improve your listening and speaking skills. Now, let's go back to Anastasiia and hear what else she has to say about dealing with mental health and taking care of yourself. And that's the end of today's podcast on mental health. What would you say to someone who is struggling right now and doesn't know what to do?
First, I would say that you are not alone. Many people feel stressed, anxious, or depressed. It's normal. And second, I would say it's okay to ask for help. You don't have to deal with everything alone.
What kind of help?
Different things help different people. Some people talk to a therapist. Some people talk to friends or family. Some people join support groups. Some people exercise or do yoga. Some people meditate. You have to find what works for you.
So there's no one solution?
No, there's no one solution. But the important thing is to try something. Don't just sit with the pain, take action.
What about work? A lot of people struggle with stress from work.
Yes, that's a big one. I think companies need to understand that mental health is important. If workers are stressed and burned out, they can't do their best work. So companies should help. Give people breaks, let them work from home, create a good work environment.
But what if the company doesn't do that?
Then you have to decide, is this job worth your health? Sometimes you need to leave a job to protect your mental health. Your health is more important than any job.
That's brave to say.
It's true though. I know people who were so stressed at work that they got sick. They had to leave. And once they left, they felt so much better. So sometimes you have to make a difficult choice.
How do young people today deal with mental health compared to your generation?
Young people today are more open about it. They talk about mental health more. They understand it better. But I also think they have more pressure. Social media, school pressure, job competition. It's intense.
So they're more aware, but also more stressed?
Exactly. I think that's the paradox. But I also think it's better to be aware and stressed than to be unaware and also stressed. At least now they can talk about it and get help.
What do you do when you feel stress coming back?
I stop and I notice it. That's the first step. I say, okay, I'm feeling stressed. What's causing it? And then I try to do something about it. Maybe I take a walk. Maybe I call a friend. Maybe I take a break from work. Something.
And that helps?
Yes. When you take action, even a small action, you feel more in control, and that helps.
One more question. Do you think mental health will be less taboo in the future?
I hope so. I think if we keep talking about it, if we keep sharing our stories, if we normalize it, yes, I think it will be less taboo, and that's good for everyone.
I agree. Thanks so much for sharing this with us, Anastasiia. This is really important.
Thank you for giving me the space to talk about it. I think these conversations matter.
We talked about stress, anxiety, asking for help, and how to take care of yourself. One thing Anastasiia said that I want you to remember. Your health is more important than any job, any goal, any achievement. Take care of yourself. If you want to practice the vocabulary and phrases from this conversation, there's a free study guide PDF in the description. Download it and do the exercises. Subscribe to English Lab if you haven't already. Give this video a like and comment below. Have you ever struggled with your mental health? What helps you feel better? What advice would you give to someone who is struggling? Let's support each other in the comments. If you know someone who is struggling, share this podcast with them. Sometimes, hearing that other people feel the same way can help a lot. Thanks for listening to English Lab, and I'll see you in the next podcast. Take care of yourselves.